Yo, it's your boy Zach Smackz. We are live from the HQ, and I am here with the one and only MattyBetss. Thank you, Matty, for letting me come in today.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it, brother. We're gonna get into the NFL slate, talk what's going on with his Eagles, because little slump, but looks like they're picking it back up a little bit now.
What's their odds right now, bro? Is it a good buy low spot?
I don't know, man. I think the Rams going all the way. I've been saying it for the past couple weeks.
Yeah, they're good. Rams or Seahawks?
Yeah, I mean, we got a big game on Thursday. I'm going to be giving out a parlay that I absolutely love. Gave it to the boys right before we went live. 10-1. I'm going to put $1,000 on it. It's a 100% hit rate, but I won't say too much more about that. But before we get into the NFL board, I just wanted to ask Matty a few questions here because always been on my mind and actually never asked him off camera. So, Matty, what made you get so into the UFC and your love for fighting?
Bro, so growing up, I never even watched MMA much. Like, I grew up betting poker, blackjack, casino games. NFL obviously was the biggest thing. Like, I started betting when I was really young, like 11, 12 years old. As a teenager, I used to bet at my local bookie. I grew up in York, Pennsylvania. And I literally had a credit line with a bookie like 16 years old. It's actually a funny story. When I was 16, turning like 16, 17 year range, I got in over my head. You know how you go down on the weekend and then you try to get it all back Sunday night because Monday's payday with the bookie?
Every time?
I got dusted. As a 16-year-old, I was down like 5 G's and I couldn't pay my bookie. And so MattyBetss came through for me. And
Did you tell her why?
Yeah, no, my parents are both gamblers. They know, like, they knew what it was, you know. So my mom went to my bookie's house because he was a local guy, literally 2 neighborhoods down from us, went to the bookie's house, ran up on him, knocked on his door. He answers the door. She's like, look, I'm going to pay my son's tab right now. I'm going to write you a check right this second. In one condition, you never, ever take a bet from him again. He's like, done. She gives him $5,000. And then when I turned 18, I started betting again through him. Because I was an adult then and she didn't have control. But yeah, I've been betting since I was a kid, bro. Like literally my whole life I've been doing this. I never start putting out betting content. That's my biggest regret is not doing it earlier.
Sure.
It just never even crossed my mind. You know, I grew up doing restaurants and running businesses. But I never started doing gambling content until like 2019, 2020. And I started on TikTok and then grew my brand. And then I've moved it over to like all the other social platforms in 2022, 2023. So I wish I did it earlier on, but now I'm full-time in on it, built the headquarters, built the MattyBetss brand, and I'm pretty much all in on it now.
Wow, dude. That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, I started gambling super young, too. I wouldn't say I was that young, but I would say, I placed my first bet at probably 16 years old.
How old are you now?
I'm 25.
Oh, you're still
young. I
young,
just turned
bro.
25, so it took me a second to think about it.
Yeah, you're still young, bro. I'm 33.
33. So you said you started content 2019, 2020.
Yeah.
What made you decide, like, hey, this is the time I'm going to start posting content?
Yeah, it started, so I sold my 3 restaurants in 2019. There was in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, moved to Florida. I was sitting on cash and I had no idea what I was doing. I purchased 7 franchise agreements with Tropical Smoothie Cafe, and it took like 2 years to even get the right real estate, build stores, etc. So I would just go to the Hard Rock and degen out every weekend. I used to pretty much live there. My host would just give me a suite for the week, and I would just live there.
Before content?
Before content.
Okay.
And then I started making NBA player prop videos by the pool, and they just went viral as shit. This was like prime TikTok. Like when you would post a TikTok and it would get 500,000 views like that.
Yeah.
Now TikTok's more saturated and they don't even allow gambling that much on that platform.
Right.
But I built my TikTok to like 230, 240,000 followers, and it was all by accident. Like I had no intention with what I was doing. I was just having fun. And then I started, it went from being a fun hobby to a part-time gig. And then I started realizing, like, damn, there's a lot of money in this industry, and it's actually what I do and love. So then it slowly became part-time, then full-time. Then I launched Home of Fight, which is my MMA media company. And then I just went all in on the MattyBetss brand. Now I do gambling content every day, basically.
Yeah, dude, it's incredible. And, like, obviously the first time I ever met you, it was right when you started. I mean, I think you had maybe 10,000 followers on Instagram. We played basketball together, and it's unbelievable to see how you came up through this brand, because obviously I'm trying to do the same stuff, and it's incredible to watch. I mean, dude, you're known all over. I mean,
thank you, bro. Yeah,
honestly,
everyone always asks, like, how do you do it? I'm like, yo, you got to be willing to post 3 to 5 times a day for years and make $0. It's different now. Like, people just throw up a gambling page and they monetize it in like 2 months. When I did it the hard and long way. I did it 2 years. I made $0, posting 5 times a day, every day, made $0. And then I grew my Instagram very rapidly the last 2 years. And then now there's obviously a lot more money and opportunity in the world with the way that gambling's just become legalized and stuff. So it's been a grind, but it's been well worth it, you know?
Yeah, dude, of course. And like when you were talking about like people just throwing up gambling pages, of course, now I'm sure you see all these people before you started, you know, all these people now selling picks. I mean, all these things. Like obviously it's a good way to monetize quickly, but like you said, it's become very, very saturated. So with that being said, how do you think you change from you're seeing all these people saturated? How do you stand out differently in social media nowadays?
I think you just have to literally be yourself and be true to your brand, because now people are just full of shit, bro. People don't even bet for real. They just see it's a money grab. They give out fake tickets, fake slips. They sell picks without even betting it themselves. I would say 80-90% of the industry is all bullshit. Like literally everybody. So there's not many real people in the space that actually are betting what they're playing, or actually care about their audience, care about their subscribers, care about the people paying money for their picks. So to me, standing out is just being fucking real and doing things the right way. And it's hard to do because a lot of money I leave on the table, but I try to stay true to it, you know?
Of course. I mean, in my opinion, right? I mean, growing it the way that you did organically, and not selling those picks, and, you know, you giving out these long shot parlays, which is incredible because you know, it can change people's lives when they hit those. I mean, you put $100 on that sometimes. I mean, people win $5,000. I've done it. I've tailed every one of them. Yeah. Every one you've ever put out, I've ever tailed, just so you know.
Oh, let's go. Well, I've been cold recently, but the UFC long shots is the bread and butter for me.
Sure.
I think the MMA market's still very immature. It's hard to win in the NFL, like for most people, right? Like you can find edges and find value, but in the UFC, you can find consistent value because it's still a very immature market, you know?
So I have to ask one thing. We're talking about long shot parlays.
Yep.
And I was debating on bringing this up, but I'm going to bring it up.
Go ahead.
Do you still have nightmares about Tucker Craft?
Bro, I've had recent beats that are just as bad or worse. I think
that was the grossest one I've ever seen in my life.
I've had more bad beats than anyone, like most people's lifetime. The Tucker Craft one, 300G parlay. He gets tackled on the 1-inch line twice. One was a called touchdown and called back. The other one was probably a touchdown, and they didn't even challenge it because it was 1st and goal on the 1-inch line. So that was the worst beat. I believe I own the worst beat in gambling history with that. Just the magnitude of how big the payout was, as well as how it happened twice in one game. I still think that was the worst beat. We had the Nelk boys here tailing that shit. We all just took a sick beat on it. And then earlier last week, I lost on the Jake Ferguson anytime. He catches a 2-point conversion, and then he also drops a pass in the end zone. It was flagged anyways, but it was still a pretty sick beat. But I've had some bad beats this year with tight ends specifically, dude. It's been gross.
Yeah, I mean, that's just disgusting, dude. I mean, I was sweating it with you. Obviously, I had a different parlay with Tucker Craft to score as well, and it was just like the fact that happens twice. I mean, it's just.
But that's the game we play, bro.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So obviously, we talked about UFC, NFL. Is UFC your favorite sport to bet right now?
Yeah, for sure. MMA is by far my favorite sport. UFC's 95% of it. Like I'll dabble in boxing, celebrity boxing, bare knuckle, occasional PFL, but it's primarily UFC. And to me, it's like you can watch an NFL game or an NBA game for 3 hours, and unless you have all these different player props, it's boring these days. Like people don't like to bet on a team and watch it for 3 hours.
Of course.
So UFC, every 15, 20, 30 minutes, you get a new fight and new action. So that's why I love it so much.
Who's your favorite fighter right now in the UFC?
Oh, there's so many. I love exciting knockout guys. I love Carlos Prates, Gene Silva. There's so many, bro. Moicano's my boy Gilbert. There's so many, but I love betting on exciting fighters to win by specific methods, submission, KO, etc. That's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah. So I guess that leads me to my next point. How did you end up doing the podcast with Gilbert Burns and Moicano?
So it all started with the personal brand. Like you have to build your personal brand, and then you just play the game of getting connected. Like actually, my tailor here in Boca introduced me to Derek Brunson and Gilbert. I launched Home a Fight with those two guys. Brunson ended up leaving, but Gilbert stuck around. Then we brought Moicano in. Just getting connected through content and mutuals has kind of been the game for me. And then just being in an area where you have American Top Team and Killcliff right in the area. So South Florida is just a great area for fighters. South Florida and Vegas.
Yeah, 100%. What was I going to say about that? Oh, so with getting Gilbert Burns on and you acquiring Home of the Fight, like was Home of the Fight a company to begin with, or did you?
Yeah,
build
I
that
bought
yourself?
it a little under 2 years ago, and it was just a small Instagram page, and then we scaled it to an MMA media company. So now we're website based picks. We have a Home of Fight pick service with 2 great handicappers. We have Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. We're pretty much everywhere now. So it's just kind of just plugging away at it 1 year at a time. But originally, it was started by my head of content, Roman. He lives in the Ukraine. He launched it like 5-6 years ago.
Wow. And with you having that brand, do you get to go backstage on all the fights?
So we're working on getting credentialed at the UFC, but we do go to like BKSC, dirty boxing fights. We go to other organizations. So I'm not necessarily backstage, but we have employees that get special access and we get interviews and stuff. So it's going good.
Yeah, I mean, dirty boxing's really blowing up right now.
I know the owners pretty well, and
Yeah.
it's becoming very popular very quickly. They have a long ways to go. It's very hard to build a fight organization and be profitable. I mean, the UFC almost failed multiple times, and really, the UFC is the only fight organization that actually makes money. None of the other ones do. They all lose money.
Really?
All of them.
Did not know that.
All of
Even
them.
PFL?
Every PFL loses a fortune, bro. They just raise money and lose.
Wow. Interesting. Did
Yeah.
not know that at all.
Yep.
So we'll get out of the UFC. Let's talk a little bit NFL. Let's break down this board for next week.
Let's go.
Matty, who is your hottest team right now, would you say, in the NFL?
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't really have a hottest team. I like my NFL strategy. I mean, I like to bet player props a lot, obviously, but I love buying teams low and selling teams high. And I think there's lots of good examples of that this week. I think we're on separate sides, but I love Seattle here on Thursday Night Football. I like the Patriots as well as a dog coming off a loss, I believe. So I like to buy teams in certain spots for sure. But NFL's tough, bro. It's very difficult to make money unless you're just like EV betting or Arbin. It's very difficult to beat the books in NFL for sure.
Sure. I mean, they say any given Sunday for a reason, right?
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, even you look at the Colts last week, they were like plus 700, and even though they lost by 2, that was a great money line play on them for anyone that took them.
Yeah.
So Phillip Rivers comes back. Everyone's like, there's no way Phillip Rivers wins that game, but they were right there. They were winning at halftime, and they lost by 2. And Seattle's a really good team, especially at home.
Yeah. I mean, I got to bring this up now that you mentioned it. So I was really sweating that game. I just got a notification RJ Harvey scored. Only thing I needed was a Phillip Rivers interception. Obviously, it needed that to play out exactly the way it did. Groupie to bang a 60-yarder, Sam Darnold to get him in a position for Jason Myers to bang the 56-yarder, and then I have 11 seconds left on the clock for Phillip Rivers to throw one pass and get an interception for me to hit a 13-1 ticket. So very happy about that. But dude, like you said, it's so hard to beat the NFL. I mean, it's incredibly hard, and I think ultimately, people like betting the NFL because it's the most watched sport.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, down here.
NFL's still the biggest. I mean, in the U.S., I mean, soccer's obviously across the world, but
I can't bet soccer, dude. You're sitting there all day for a fucking draw.
Yeah,
3 outcomes.
And I hate the fact that NFL still allows draws, dude. It's so stupid.
Yeah, but how often does that happen?
I mean,
what happened twice this year, right?
Yeah, but it's just dumb, bro. It's like you watch a game, then you watch overtime, and it's like, it's just crazy that it can end in a tie, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So I know you said you're on Seattle. I'm really on the Rams, man.
Yeah.
I really like the Rams this year a lot. I think that they're playing really, really good football right now. Obviously, Devontae Adams, we don't know. He's not going to play. But, dude, the Rams are so dominant, and I think it's every single reason for them to win the Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford right out into the sunset in California. He's minus 350 right now to win MVP.
And they're plus 350 to win it all, which is by far the biggest favorite. I think
course,
Seattle's
I would slam that every day.
Yeah.
And I have been slamming it. And I gave out on my show a couple weeks ago 30-1. It wasn't the most favorite at the time. Now it's down to 15-1 for the Rams to beat Denver in the Super Bowl. And I want to know something from you, Matt. I'm going to ask you a question because I already know my answer. Mm-hmm. If the Rams played the Broncos in the Super Bowl, I want you to tell me what you think the line would be.
I mean, it obviously depends on how this rest of the season plays out, but I think the Rams would be like a 3 or 4 point favorite.
I said 4.5. Was my goal.
Yep.
So if it was 4.5, I'm looking at probably plus 180, plus 200 on the money line. I'd put a couple $1,000s on the Broncos money line.
Or you take the points and
middle it.
Stafford.
I'm going to do both, but
Stafford wins in the fourth quarter, field goal drive, and then you hit both.
Yeah, no, that would probably be the best scenario. But yeah, I got the Rams beating Seattle this Thursday, and I got a parlay that I'm going to share right now that I was just telling the boys about that I cooked up at 3 a.m. when I was going to take a piss, and I screenshotted it because I like to put it in a little bit later on. So I got Sam Darnold throwing an interception. Last time he played them, he threw 4 of them.
Yep.
Okay, the Rams defense is disgusting. Colby Parkinson, this guy's been finding the end zone a lot. 4 touchdowns in the last 3 games. Had a touchdown against them the last time they played, right? And Jason Myers banged 2 field goals. This guy, Jason Myers, can hit from every range possible. He's been, 6 field goals last game, 5 field goals, 3 field goals. This is 10-1. I don't see how this misses. Of course, it will probably miss, but I really don't see how this misses at 10-1. Stab $1,000 on that, you win $10K.
Might have to tell you, but I do like Seattle this week.
Yeah. Let's look at this board here, okay? So we got Seattle. We got 2 Saturday games. We got your Eagles playing the Commanders.
Yeah.
Kind of a weird line there. 6.5 points.
Yeah, everyone's on the Birds. 3/4 of the tickets are on Philly. The Commanders are just tricky, bro. Who's starting for them?
Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, it's just tricky. The Eagles kind of play down to their competition sometimes. That's the problem.
Sure.
But they're coming off, I think, their best performance of the year, 31-0 shutout. I think Philly's going to do very well down the stretch. I prefer them to they got to get hot late in the season. You've seen previous years when the Eagles look so good early, like before the Super Bowl win year, and then they tailor off at the end of the year, and that's the problem with them. So I kind of like them playing up and down and then getting hot towards the end of the year. They're 10-1 to win the Super Bowl right now.
Do you think that's value?
I'd still like a better number on it, truthfully. I still think 10-1 is not really enough for me to get there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So I got to ask you about Jalen Phillips. What do you think about that trade? Came from my Dolphins.
I think it's a good trade. I just trust the Eagles to just make the right personnel moves, bro. That's what they're fucking good at.
Right.
They've had some misses in the past, but overall they just make the right decisions.
Look at AJ Brown. Obviously, he was.
I thought AJ would get traded mid-season.
This year?
Yep.
Wow.
I just thought they would move on from him because the chemistry is just off. But he's just
balling
up and down guy.
Yeah,
he's been doing well recently. He still doesn't get the amount of targets that he wants or the amount of yardage, but he can have some big TD games,
Sure. So with Jalen Hurts and obviously the Eagles, Jalen Hurts has been a little shaky, but he's been better as of late. As last game, obviously 31-0 against the Raiders. But what do you think Jalen Hurts' biggest issue is in the NFL?
I think the guy is a natural leader. I think he does have a good deep ball. I think his explosiveness is down. He's not as explosive as he used to be. I think he's not extending plays the same way. I think his biggest issue is he takes sacks too much trying to extend plays, but you have to live or die by that. Sometimes he makes huge plays because of the risks that he takes, but there are times where he sets the Eagles back in early downs where you don't need to do that because you have such a good run game. It's down this season, but the O-line's been banged up a lot. But overall, you have a great run game, and the Eagles can just click if they're not in 2nd and 15s and 3rd and longs, So I think that's the biggest flaw right now.
You think Saquon's down year, slightly down year this year is impacted?
It's a big down year.
It's a big down year.
It's the O-line
It's the O-line.
The O-line's just so banged up off and on, so.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So Green Bay Packers, Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears, dude, I don't know if they shocked you this year, but they sure as hell shocked me.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson is the coach that team has been waiting for years.
Yep.
You look at all these other coaches that went through him, Nagy, Eberflus, all these clowns that they had before him. And this guy, Ben Johnson's a true leader. And Caleb Williams, you just see him in these press conferences. Hell yeah, you just see him smiling in the background. He looks like he loves playing for this guy. Playing Green Bay Packers, who I think just have the heart and soul ripped out of him.
Yeah.
That loss of Micah Parsons, you guys, they went all in for him.
It's crazy.
NFC's very, very tough this year. I think that Green Bay is going to collapse.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Chicago this week.
I do too.
At home. They're 9-1 this year at home.
They're getting 1.5.
I know, money line
at
all
home
day.
All day long.
Yeah.
Feels like a trap. It doesn't even feel real.
It could be for sure, but I got to trust them at home to get it done.
Yeah. So Miami Dolphins, Cincinnati Bengals, don't even want to talk about my Dolphins, man. That team has just been absolutely crushing my heart this year. Tua Tagovailoa, he sucks. We need to move on from him 100%.
He's too small and too fragile.
Of course, he's not big, strong, or fast enough to extend plays. The problem with him is that we paid him. We shouldn't have paid him. We didn't need to pay him, but we're a fucking vagina organization that's just like, oh, you know what? Let's make sure everyone's happy. That's our most important thing. Let's pay you $52 million a year when he would have tested the market and not commanded any of that money from anywhere else. He would have not got paid that anywhere else.
For
sure.
No, I agree. I mean, that's the number one mistake organizations make is just paying quarterbacks.
Yeah, don't need to. Not even just quarterbacks, anyone.
Yeah, but the QBs, once you lock in a bad QB, you're cooked.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the Dolphins are cooked for a couple of years, I think.
Yep. I mean, we've been cooked. We've been cooked since I was born. We haven't won a playoff game, so
that's insane.
We've been absolutely cooked.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay, Carolina. Seems like no one wants to win this division, Matt. What do you think about this NFC South?
I still think Tampa will pull it out. This is a huge game for them, but Carolina
on the road
is up and down. I mean, Carolina can win that game outright. So
we thought the same thing last week against the Saints.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
No, I know it really is. I mean, I still think Tampa will pull it out. They just have to get healthy.
Okay, we got Los Angeles Chargers, Dallas. That game means nothing anymore for Dallas. It's completely done.
Yeah, it's insane.
J.J. McCarthy, he's been showing spots of brilliance. Jury's out on him yet. I'm not too sure. Another great game this week. Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Denver Broncos. Mm-hmm. That's a coin flip right there. I think you're safe taking 3.5 points.
I like the Jags
on the Jags
in that a lot, actually. I think they're coming on at the right time. I think Trevor Lawrence finally is putting it together.
You saw that game last week he had?
Yeah,
I mean, they're saying. I mean, I know he was playing the Jets, but I mean, let's go over the stat line real quick.
Yeah,
20 of 32, 330 yards, 5 touchdowns. But here's the craziest part, Matt. You ready? He was the leading rusher.
15-yard TD run early on. Yeah,
leading rusher, 6 total touchdowns for Trevor Lawrence. Incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy.
Getting better.
He's getting better. He's getting a lot better, and it's taken him, a little bit of time. I mean, he's obviously in his 5th season now, but still young guy, 26 years old, and I think the Jaguars have a real chance, man. This AFC is wide open, bro.
I agree.
I don't think it's a lock for New England. I don't think it's a lock for Buffalo,
it's definitely
Denver.
Open.
It's wide open, and some team will coast in there, and maybe someone will get a little bit lucky. But another team that in the AFC that I think is playing really well right now is Houston Texans.
I think they're the best D in the NFL.
Yeah. I think so too.
They're 14-point favorite. That's crazy.
14.5-point favorite against the Raiders. Yeah. They went into Kansas City, beat them. They went into Indy.
They'll probably shut them out or hold them under 10.
Yeah, I mean, dude. If Kenny Pickett starting, guy threw for 54 yards last game, didn't score a point.
Yeah, and the Raiders
that team's disgusting.
6 on the road.
Yeah, you think Baltimore's done?
I've been down on Baltimore all season. It's amazing how they just, all season, they were still the favorites to win the division,
right,
even when they were down horrendously bad. But Pittsburgh's going to take it, I think.
If I asked you right now, I said, Matt, what's your Super Bowl prediction? Give it to me.
I think Rams or Seattle out of NFC. I'll lean Rams, but I'm not convinced Seattle won't make it. I think Rams is better for the NFL, so I'm going to lean Rams there. AFC, bro, is so tough. I don't know if Denver can do it, truthfully. AFC is so hard. I'm going to go...
Don't you dare tell me New England. Phil's.
I do think Buffalo. I think Buffalo can pull it out in the postseason.
Yeah.
I just think the experience factor. This is the best possible year for Josh Allen to do it. It really is. But they've been disappointed in some spots of the year, so... But I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Stafford versus Josh Allen Super Bowl. I can see that.
I can see it too. So This is something I actually talked about on my show yesterday. I'd like to know your opinion on this. But do you think that if the Bills, they don't have to win it, but if they don't get to the Super Bowl this year, Sean McDermott's gone?
I don't know. If they don't get to the Super Bowl,
yes.
I think if they lose deep in the playoffs, he'll stay. If they have a first-round exit, for sure, gone. For sure.
But let me ask you, right?
Yeah.
How could you get the dream scenario? You lose to your arch nemesis, Mahomes. He's not there.
Yeah.
Ravens suck.
Yeah.
You have the dream scenario to play these cupcake teams that, have not had the experience like you have had.
Yeah.
How do you not go all the way? I don't want them to because I need Denver.
No.
But
I still think their team's not that good. I think it's just Josh Allen always carries them. So I think that's the excuse. But if they have an early exit, you have to move on from the coaching standpoint for sure.
Yeah. Another team, dude, that, including myself, have been sleeping on, dude, the Niners. The Niners are still 10-4. I know the NFC is really, really tough.
Yeah.
But, dude, the Niners are 10-4.
What are they right now to win it?
I don't know. They're a value play, bro. Or I want to know what they are to win the AFC.
20-1 to win the Super Bowl.
What are they win the NFC? 8-1?
They are 10-1.
10-1? It's value.
Not bad, bro.
It's value.
It's not bad. It's
Shanahan's a great coach.
I mean, it's a big jump because like Eagles 5-1, Packers 6.5-1 to win NFC, and then you go all the way to 10-1 on the Niners. So I think it's a good spot, bro. I kind of like it. I'm just high on Seattle, bro. I want to pick them to win it, but they're win the NFC. But it's just, is Darnold gonna make the plays and deep in the postseason? That's what it comes down to. Is he gonna? He just can't fuck it up. He just has to play decent. He doesn't have to win it for them, but he can't fuck it up either. You know.
I hear you. The problem with him is that he hasn't really been playing well as of late. Obviously, he was turnover free last game.
Yeah.
But game before that, excuse me, had an interception, and then the game before that against Minnesota, ooh, real bad. 128 yards, no touchdowns.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So hasn't been playing that well, man. But
I think it's a great buy low spot on them this week against the Rams. But I think their defense is going to have to do it, though. I love the under in that game. I love the under.
Yeah, 44.5 seems high, no?
Bro, I think it should be like 42.
Yeah.
I love the under.
41, 42. Yeah, I don't mind the under. I may tease that up a little bit, put something on that. But I know we were talking.
Rams and under in a teaser, or Seattle on the under in a teaser would be nice.
Yeah. Little 6-point teaser.
Yeah, dude. You can get +7 and.
What does Hard Rock charge for that? Probably
50.
-140.
Who the fuck knows?
Jerks.
It's not my style to bet teasers, so.
Yeah. I do like betting them, man. I like to do like 5-6 teams, go like 6-7 points. You get like 3-4 to 1. Done actually pretty well on them this year, but it's obviously there's sucker bets 100%. I know you were saying to me off camera you got a hammer play this week. What is that hammer
I love
play?
Seattle, bro.
Oh, that's the hammer play.
It is. I love Seattle. I think their defense is going to get it done at home. See, like you said, Sam Darnold hasn't been playing well recently, but in totality of the season, he's in top 10 in touchdowns, top 6 in passing yards, 68% completion rate. The interceptions are a concern, but 4 was in one game, you know. So if you take away that game, it's only 7 on the year. 9 yards per attempt. Great deep. 20-plus yard passes, 68%. That's as good as it gets on deep throws. So, I'm buying them because they're secondary, bro. Their secondary is elite. So I like Seattle to make a run. I just don't know if they'll be able to do it late in the postseason because of Darnold. But I do like that. I think they're one of the best teams in the whole league. Top 2 or 3, full roster.
Yeah, I think the coach has them in a good spot right now too.
Yeah.
I just think it's a really tough game, dude. I think the winner of this game is who you're going to see in the Super Bowl. I know we've said that a couple times, but I really do. I mean, look at the odds right now for the Super Bowl. I think the next closest is like 7-1, right?
Yeah, it's Seattle.
Yeah, are they?
I think
they second?
8-7 or 8-1. Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure. Let me check. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the Rams are +350, and then you have Seattle at 7-1, Buffalo at 8-1. I think those 3 teams, one of those 3 will win the Super Bowl. So I think the odds are spot on.
Anyone in the NFL player wise stuck out to you this year that you're like, holy shit, they're printing me money, or
not really printing me money, but I just love Puka, bro. Yeah. You know, he's like he's number incredible. 1 all time in yards per game, 92 yards a game. It's insane, dude. He's a young kid. He's a star.
5th round pick.
He's a superstar, especially in that LA market, bro. I love Puka Nacua. He's the man. He's a good kid too. You can tell he's just a humble receiver, which is rare with wide receivers.
100%. Yeah, I love Puka too, man. I think him and JSN right now, you got to put it 1 and 2. I think obviously JJ, not entirely his fault, but definitely a big fall off year. Him and JJ don't have really good chemistry. No, I know. You could tell. I mean, drop that ball in the end zone, and I mean, right through his hands. It's not like JJ to do that. No, I know. I think he finished with 2 catches on that.
AJ Brown's had some big drops too, bro. Jalen put a dime in the end zone and he dropped it.
Which game? Last game?
Yeah, 2 games ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was, what week was it? It was a big play. I think the Eagles lost that game. I think it was week 14. Let me look.
Dropped it.
He dropped a fucking dime from Jalen. Eagles Chargers, right? Maybe it was that game. I can't remember. It was either 2 weeks ago or
Eagles Chargers. Oh, that was the OT Monday night game.
I want to. It might not have been that game, but it was down the left side of the field, the dime in the end zone, right through his hands. It was decent coverage, but it was a perfectly thrown ball, bro. And I'm just like, those are the thrown balls that Jalen doesn't get credit for, that are just perfect passes. Like, he actually has a nice deep ball.
Yeah.
He misses some wide open throws a lot of times, but like when you look at just his deep ball accuracy, it's pretty good.
How about your boy Dallas Goedert this year? Incredible.
Yeah. I love Dallas Goedert, bro. I love tight ends, dude. I get cooked all the time on them, but I love taking them for anytime TDs, dude.
How about McBride this year, bro?
Oh my God, he's a fucking
lock
animal.
He's so good.
Best in the league.
go from 0 touchdowns, right?
Best in the league.
To what
the
is he at now,
yardage
5,
is what's
6?
most impressive. The yards that he gets.
Yeah, the yards, yeah.
I think him and Tucker Kraft are like the future of the league in tight ends.
So I mean, I did mention the Arizona Cardinals. What's your opinion on Kyler Murray, bro? You think he's done?
Dog shit. I think he's a bad leader. I think he's fragile. He's very explosive, but I don't like. To me, your quarterback has to be the best leader on the field, and I don't think he's a good leader.
Think his career's done?
I don't know about that, but I think I
Back
just
to
don't.
baseball?
Maybe
Why not?
the money's there, but I don't know if you can make that transition like that.
I mean, bro, you got to give props to Jacoby Brissett this year, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy has been with Miami. He's been with New England. I mean, I never saw the guy put up more than 150 yards. I don't think he's put up less than 250 in any of these games he's played. I mean, he's been absolutely balling.
He has crazy amount of pass attempts though. Like,
oh, is it astronomical?
Oh, they're throwing the ball so much. But yeah, I mean, he's a serviceable guy.
No run game. And now their other guy, just Bam Knight, just went to the IR today. I mean, we're going to be calling people up from Costco on the side of the street here shortly for Arizona. I mean, that's just incredible how bad they've went down. James Conner and then obviously Patrick Mahomes. I mean, there's been so many injuries this year, bro.
Oh, it's every year in the NFL, dude. It kills the sport. That's why they're so careful about these fucking penalties. You know, they don't want star guys going down. QBs, receivers, like
can't do anything when it's non-contact.
Oh, it's the worst. That's the worst shit ever because you know those are the worst injuries when they're non-contact.
Yeah, Micah Parsons goes down non-contact. Mahomes goes down non-contact. I mean, it's been.
And then people blame the turf and the fucking field,
all the time, dude. All the time. It's the fucking turf. The crazy one this year, which I guess it was no contact, but he got hit really hard, was Giants stud receiver. Losing him.
Malik Neighbors.
Yeah. That was a bad one.
Yeah.
Because, dude, that team without him, I mean, he was one of the emerging stars. And let's go with his teammate, dude. Brian Thomas was super quiet this year, been super quiet. Had a touchdown last week against the Jets, but Brian Thomas hasn't really impressed me, and he had an amazing rookie year.
Yeah.
You would think with Lawrence throwing the ball, he'd get some more.
No, I know. I feel like a lot of guys have a great rookie or sophomore year, and then they followed up with a slump, dude. I knew that was going to happen with
Commanders.
Yes.
I knew you were going there.
I knew it, bro. I called that preseason. I was like,
I wish I did.
Everyone's so high on him, on fucking what's his name? Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels.
Everyone was so high on him. I was like, this is just, it's already written. This is what happens. Massive rookie year, massive sophomore year, whatever it is, and then the next year, downhill, plateau.
I mean, you go from NFC Championship to 4 wins. I mean, I wish I didn't take them to win the division, bro. I had a $200 5-leg division parlay. All 4 of them are locked up, and what do?
Bro,
I take the fucking
year,
Commanders.
It's like the Eagles, like it's a small number, but you're like, they're gonna win it. You know, they're gonna win it, and I want to take it, but I don't like betting on a plus 120 and have the sportsbook hold that the whole season. That's how the sportsbooks are rich, because they hold these bullshit future props that don't even pay big for the whole season. And then just maybe you get paid at the end of the year, but if not, they're just holding your cash flow for the whole season.
It's a joke, dude. I mean,
that's where you bet those futures on a credit line with like a bookie.
Of course,
and
that's
then
the
you
best
don't
way
have
to
to
do
put
it.
up the money.
What do you think I already did? I already fired $2K on the Rams, all credit, not to front them anything. But speaking about that, I think I just lost my train of thought, but it was something about that. What were you just talking about before that? Future.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City Thunder. It's like a joke. You could bet the San Jose Sharks on one night and win what you're going to win. I mean, I think they're like plus 180 right now to win the championship. It's like a joke. Yeah. It's like who would bet that shit?
No, I know. That's what I was saying. I hate
why
these small numbers for a season, bro. It's just so dumb.
And then regardless of how good you are, I mean, dude, you still got to win the championship. You still got to win.
And then you bet a fucking favorite, and then an injury happens, and you're cooked.
Yeah, it's just betting is tough.
Oh,
I guess that's the moral of the story. I mean, I know you mentioned your bad beats that you've had, and I've seen them. Trust me, I've had so many bad beats this year. I mean, disgusting amount. I would have been, $200,000-$300,000 richer with how many one-off I've been. I mean, it's horrid.
Yeah, I want to add up my bad beats because it's definitely over 7 figures between USC and NFL for sure.
Yeah, I bet it is.
100K here, 300K here, 100K here. It just fucking adds up. It's sick.
I guess my next thing would be, what is doesn't have to be the biggest.
Yep.
What is your favorite win of a bet you've ever had?
My favorite win was Paul Craig in the USC round 2 KO 39-1. It's not even my biggest, but it's just my favorite win of all.
39-1.
Yeah, because he's a submission guy, so I took him by knockout.
Not on Hard Rock. He wasn't 39-1,
right? That was like 2+ years ago. I don't even think Hard Rock was here.
Oh, okay.
It was 2 or 2.5 years ago. I think I bet it on a fucking bookie portal or something, or through a friend on FanDuel or something. And that was my favorite win of all time. I mean, it's not my biggest win, but 39-1 on a straight bet is nice, you know. But I've had the cycle parlay is my favorite thing to bet. It's just one fighter by sub, decision, and KO, and I bet one or two of those every week in the UFC. And my biggest win on that was 117, and that was when I was in Miami at the Marlins game. We were all at the baseball game. No one was watching baseball. Everyone was sweating the UFC in the suite. It was electric when it hit.
Oh, that was that video of all you guys? I didn't even know that was at the Marlins game. That was sick.
It was crazy. So that's probably my favorite win of all time was when I was at the Hard Rock, and it was November of last year. I had Hamzat by submission in the main event, and it hit for 100. And it was one of my most viral videos because like we were all in the room sweating it. The bet cashes, he subs him in round 1, and the video was just electric. The camera's shaking, the phone, everyone's celebrating, and we run to the sports book downstairs, cash the 100K in fucking. It was a paper ticket, so I love paper tickets because you can actually feel the cash in your hand.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And I've had more luck with paper tickets. Ironically, like on the Hard Rock app, I'm probably down, but at the counter, I'm up big because a lot of my 100K wins have been paper tickets. So I just love betting paper tickets, but I would say that cycle, the 117 cycle, and then the Paul Craig bet are my 3 favorites for sure.
This is just a question, I guess, for me and for anyone watching. If you bet a big ass parlay on Hard Rock and you win it on the app, can you get it in cash, or they can't do that?
They're 2 separate entities, so they're gonna merge it eventually, is what they're saying. But yeah, it's stupid because you should be able to, at the casino, take your digital winnings, and you would think they want you to go play blackjack or do whatever.
Yeah,
I think by next year you'll see it merge. But no, it's 2 separate right now.
Knowing them, they'll probably
Hard
give
Rock
chips.
Bet digital, and then Hard Rock Sportsbook at the counter, so they're 2 separate ones.
Do you like the Hard Rock Bet new games on the phone?
I've never played them. I don't ever plan on it either.
So can I tell you something real quick?
Go
This
ahead.
is pretty funny shit. First day that came out, obviously I told you I'm in love with Fist of Destruction. I'm in love with all.
It's on Hard Rock?
Oh, dude. No, it's not.
On Stake. Yeah.
It's on Stake.
Yeah.
But the day that came out, there was one that looked like it. I literally messaged them. I said, ban this from my account immediately.
Did they do it?
Yeah, I can't play the games.
I didn't know that.
I can't play the games.
That's cool. They
Thank
actually
God.
agree to do that. I don't want to do that.
Well, first they told me no. I opened the account the next day, and then it was gone. So, dude, those shits are so addicting. I mean, you just be sitting in your car. You're like, oh, hold on. I'm going to wait 20 minutes to go to Publix and just play slots on my phone. It's like, it's so fucked up, dude, how gambling has just became so big. But I love it. I love gambling every day. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Bro, the people that you would never think gamble now do. It's so mainstream, you know.
Bro,
like
everyone. Rappers, actors. I mean, you name it. It's like everyone's firing on sports. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say the name, of course, but I mean, dude, I'm like out to dinner. You know, I got a professional player sitting next to me that plays in the MLB, and he's like showing me on his phone, like, "Yo, look at this! I got this on the Panthers." I'm like, "Dude, you?" Yeah. I mean, everyone
as long
is
as
betting.
They're not betting their own sport.
Oh yeah, no, of course not, of course not.
But a lot of them do. That's the thing.
I mean, dude, they fire on everything. I mean, they love it.
I get the craziest DMs. I get the craziest people that follow me that you would never think. Like fucking Rob Kardashian asked me what the picks are. Fucking the craziest people in my DMs that you would never imagine ask for picks. Like,
are you fucking serious?
UFC fighters, celebrities, rappers, everyone you can imagine. It's insane.
Bro, that's so funny. That's pretty fucking cool, dude. I told you. Worldwide, brother.
Yeah.
Built it from scratch.
No, for sure.
It's incredible. So let's leave the NFL. Let's go to this UFC 324 card. Looks like it's going to be the first not pay-per-view.
It's like 6 weeks away.
Yeah, it's 6 weeks away. But you know what? Hey,
let me take a look.
I love the card. Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje.
Paddy rear naked choke.
Yeah?
Yeah. Unless he wants to TKO him, though. But Paddy by finish inside of 5 rounds is what
dude, I love Paddy. I was at UFC Miami when he came out, and obviously people on Twitter were saying it wasn't electric, but that shit was fucking electric.
The beating he put on Michael Chandler was impressive. The Bobby Green fight, impressive. He's had some questionable like wins against lower level guys, but that was years ago now. So I love Paddy Pimblett.
Justin Gaethje's so hard to finish, though, dude.
He is and he isn't. When he fights great grapplers, he usually does get finished. And then this is a 5-round fight, dude. We see refs stop it on the feet, or Paddy can ground and pound him, and then it can be a doctor stoppage. I think there's a lot of ways that Paddy gets him out of there, and Paddy's a finisher, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's odds here on this website. But I'm sure
that shit's a hike away. I don't even think Hard Rock will have it out. Let me check.
And then Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
Song Yadong.
Yeah, Song Yadong is not to be counted out, bro. So he's a big gambler in my DMs. He's a casino.
Really?
He's a casino guy. Yeah, he loves a lot of these UFC. Bro, the
That's
fighters,
so
the
funny.
fighters are addicted to adrenaline rushes. So, you know, they love getting knockouts and shit. Same thing. They love betting. They love playing tables. They love all that shit. So,
I mean, fucking who doesn't, bro?
oh, there is
Who
odds.
doesn't like
There's
gambling?
odds on Hard Rock on all these
Really?
24 fights. Yeah.
What's Patty?
So Patty is minus 275. O'Malley's minus 185. Yeah, Sonya Dawn.
I don't mind Song there at
Sonya
plus
Dawn,
money.
I like that fight to go the distance. It should be a 3-rounder. Yeah, it's
I mean,
going to be a 3-rounder. So I like the fight
O'Malley's
to go
due
the
for a knockout,
distance.
though.
I don't think he's knocking out Sonya Dawn, dude. That guy's fucking good.
Yeah.
That
You
guy's
see that,
good. I don't think Sonya Dawn's been knocked out.
He hasn't never been knocked out.
He has 9 KO wins. I don't think he's been put away.
He hasn't been subbed either.
I don't think O'Malley's going to sub him. Yeah, I mean, he's fought power punchers, Marlon Moraes. He fought Corey Sandhagen. He did get TKO'd Corey Sandhagen, but it was a bullshit doctor stoppage. But he's never been actually put away by strikes outside of that.
You think Amanda Nunez has any chance against Kayla Harrison, dude?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially early on in the feet. But if she gets taken down and mauled, she's going to be like, oh, I should be retired still in her head. She's given up before on the ground when she got gassed out against Juliana Pena, which was a terrible loss because Pena is not even close to on her level.
Right.
But I think that fight to not go the distance is a fucking hammer. It's a 5-round fight, so we'll have to see what that total is, but it'll probably be under 2.5, I would imagine. So I like that a lot, depending on the price.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, there's some good fights in here. I don't know if you looked at all of them. I mean, Derek Lewis is fighting.
Yeah,
Waldo
I like,
Costa.
I like
Gene
Waldo.
Silva's fighting.
I like Waldo to KO Derek Lewis. Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva is a fucking great 3-rounder that probably goes the distance and will be close on the scorecards.
Yeah, agreed. Michael Johnson's fighting.
Yeah, he can never be counted out either.
Yeah, he had a big win. Big plus money.
They
win.
only have the main card up right now.
Yeah, that's all I see.
It's just the Waldo, Lewis, Alan Silva, Mally Yadon, Kayla Nunez, and Gaethje Pimblett. So it's just those on the board right now.
Yeah. No, dude, it's going to be a good card. And obviously, speaking about UFC, what do you think about it going to Paramount now? Any opinion on that?
It's huge, bro. It's about to become even more mainstream. I love the deal for them. I love it getting off ESPN. I hate ESPN Plus, dude. I can't wait for it to be on Paramount.
Why? Just like the buffering? You just don't fuck with
Everything
it?
sucks about it, bro. The buffering, the fucking... There's so many... ESPN, it's such a good thing that the UFC is moving off of that. I think a lot of people cancel their ESPN Plus subscription, all the MMA fans.
Yeah. It's not good for anything else. The only thing it's good for is that and NHL.
Yeah, and I don't even fuck with NHL.
You don't watch any NHL?
I'll bet it sometimes, but very rarely.
NBA, you like?
Yeah, I mean, NBA used to be my bread and butter back in the day, but it's hard to lock in for a whole season of NBA. Like, I'll hammer it during the postseason for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I would say, dude, NBA, I mean, how it is right now, it's gotten so boring to watch. I mean, it's just so ticky-tacky, especially watching Oklahoma
City. Too
City.
many games, dude. 80-some games in a season. It's crazy.
You like hammering MLB?
I play some postseason. I was big on the Dodgers. I've been telling Logan that like 3 or 4 months before. But unfortunately, I didn't get really anything much down on them. That was some of the clutchest plays in MLB history, what they did in the postseason, bro. Every time they were down and out,
greatest game ever.
Come up with a big hit or a big. But yeah, I'll mess with some baseball at the right times. But baseball and NBA, I'm spotty on. NFL and UFC are the 2 things I consistently bet. So,
100%. And before we wrap up, Matt, I got a couple more questions for you. So, what would you say is next in your career with MattyBetss and your brand? What are you looking to do this year, come 2026?
Yeah, I really want to build more of a bet and media company. So we're working on that. Just continue to build Home of Fight, MattyBetss, do more YouTube content is the key. The YouTube's finally starting to grow pretty rapidly, so we're dialed in on that. But the main thing is Home of Fight, my personal brand, and then I eventually want to build a bet and media company, kind of like a BR Betting type is the goal in the next 1 to 2 years. Yep.
And if you had to pick a dream guest to have on a show of you and Gilbert, and who would it be?
Dana White for sure.
Dana White.
And I wouldn't even talk
sick.
I wouldn't even talk UFC with him. It'd be all casino games.
Yeah,
blackjack.
he loves it. He loves it.
That's literally he's my idol in life, bro. Like I just love Dana White.
Yeah, I love every dude. I literally, as soon as the big event's over, I wait for the fucking press conference. I watch all of it. I love watching him too. He's just a good dude.
He's doing a Netflix series on his gambling, which I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait.
When
to
is
watch
that? I didn't hear about that.
It'll be next year.
That's sick.
Yeah,
that is gonna be
basically someone
sick.
follows them around Vegas, and they're doing like like a series on it, so it'll be electric.
You ever been in contact with him?
Yeah, I met Dana when I was with Bryce Hall in the high limit room at what's the big room he always plays at? Red Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I met him there. I didn't really have much of a conversation with him. He's with a lot of people, but he's the guy, bro.
Yeah. Last time I was at Caesars a couple months ago, I was talking to Bryce. He was playing high limit at the Caesars. I guess he was like filming in there with Jerry and shit.
Yeah.
Jerry introduced me.
Yeah,
but
Bryce is a great guy, bro.
he is.
He's the man.
Well, Matt, thank you. I think we pretty much covered everything I wanted to ask you. And
Yes, sir.
thanks for doing this with me,
Anytime, bro.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir.
It's your boy, Zach Smackz. Thank you for watching. Peace.